Thought you were listening to a podcast. Now you are listening to the Pimp Gas. You thought you were listening to a podcast. Now you are listening to the Pimp Gas. You thought you were listening to a podcast. Now you are listening to the Pimp Gas. You thought you were listening to a podcast. Now you are listening to the... And you're here with the Velvet Vibes podcast. Not just any podcast. It's your favorite podcast. And not just your favorite podcast, but the best podcast. I can't say it like Scorp. What is it, Scorp?
Oh, man. Hold on, take me a sip.
Yeah, take a sip.
Let me see, I get that ice.
I'm gonna take me a sip too.
Still a little warm.
Yeah.
But it'll do. But, like I said, you already know who this is, the one and only Scorp Huncho. And you is now tuning in to the number one motherfucking podcast of all motherfucking podcasts in the motherfucking world.
Yeah, Craig. You know how we do it. We had to bring that energy back. I know you missed us last week. We did drop an episode, as we always do, but it was an interview. Now we're actually here and ready to talk some shit. Still want to make sure you go check that episode out at King Tonyo, Texas. That's KINGTONYOTX. You can follow him on Instagram. That's who we were interviewing. Hottest rapper in San Antonio at this moment. Pineapples. And just to represent for him, we're sipping on some 500 vodka, the coconut pineapple brand with some pineapple juice. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and drop that ad for you real quick so you can find out why you should be sipping 500 vodka as well. Okay, you got the Velvet Juggernaut here, and you may wonder what's in my cup. You know exactly what it is. You can't vibe if you're not drinking 500 vodka. Why, you ask? Great question. 500 Vodka is gluten-free, corn-based, offers 3 outstanding flavors unmatched in the market today, with super ultra premium neutral and combo flavored vodkas, coconut pineapple, and strawberry lime. So look, drink sexy, drink responsibly, and drink 500 Vodka. Now, let's get on to the show. And just like that, you got the information. You know where to go. Go to your local Total Wine in San Antonio. And if you're in Austin, make sure to check out that area as well. Available in a couple of spots out there as well. 500vodka.com. Don't hesitate to check them out. Shout out to Lynneopoly in her absence, the queen of the podcast. She's out there making that paper. Shout out to Mr. Andrew Cantu. Shout out to Amy. Shout out to the whole group. Shout out to Mr. Chris Anderson. Definitely enjoyed having you on the podcast that time. About 2 episodes back. All of our listeners out there, if you listen, if you're supporting, make sure to keep doing so. Check out our Patreon at Velvet Vibes Podcast if you're trying to support us. We definitely will appreciate that, and we'll continue to bring you hot fire, hot music, hot interviews, hot episodes, hot like somebody just put a jalapeno in your booty.
Wait a minute.
That's how hot it gonna be.
Wait a minute.
And it's hot like you just squeezed a lemon on your genitalia.
Whoa.
Scorpion, anybody need a shout out from you?
Oh man, give a shout out to him. Tip my hat out to him. Like I said, like you said, we all say the queen of Velvet Vibes podcast. In her absence, Miss Lynneopoly, keep making that money. Don't let it make it.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? Give a shout out to the head lady in charge. I see her been doing her thing on the group and on Facebook. Hey, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying?
She out there getting it.
Get
she
that
got
money.
Already.
Yeah, hey. Make that money. Don't let it make you.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Give a shout out to the little ones across the board.
All across the board.
All across the board. You know what I'm saying? Layla, Exodus, Sunny Day.
Yeah.
Yes. Y'all, I tell y'all what. I'm gonna promote this. I'm a number one customer of this little store that Sunny Day got going on. Y'all, if y'all in the San Antonio area, support Sunny Day and her candy store.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? It's legit. You hearing it from the one and only Scorp Huncho. Matter of fact, I just bought me a bag of chips today. I'm a firm believer of supporting the little kids. And I'm going to continue to support them. Give a shout out to Amy, Shatara, the whole San Antonio area, the whole 662 area. I don't know when I'm coming back home, but hopefully it'll be soon.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Give a shout out to everybody who's listening around the world, not only just in the United States. We appreciate you all.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Paris, France, Bangladesh, just some of the top names that came to my head at the point in time. No, we appreciate y'all, man. We not only U.S. wide, we global. We globe.
Oh my gosh. A video just came in. Lynneopoly is doing a freestyle.
So we'll have to call in. She'll have to elaborate on this video call. Come on, let's get her on the line.
Let me
see, we got to get her on the line. I wouldn't, yeah. I'll wait.
Your call has been forwarded.
There she knows she's doing.
She know what's happening there.
Yeah, she running from it. It's all
don't
good.
Run, Lynneopoly, don't run.
It's all good. We're gonna get into this fire. Oh, you said you had something to say?
Oh, I was gonna say, I was been reached out, informed, and a lot of folks were saying they've been like when we calling people on the spot like that. You know, they want us to continue to keep it going.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I give a shout out to, like you said before, a couple episodes back, give a shout out to my other Scorpio brother, Mr. Chris Anderson. You know, thank you for coming by, sipping 500 vodka with us on a good...
We gotta have him back on the show.
A good Three Wise Men episode.
He definitely was wise men in the building.
Yes.
Well, we got two wise men in this house, and you know, I ain't scared to talk about it. I gotta get the energy. We gotta have the energy for the folks. Y'all don't want to hear us being sleepy. We kind of full, but we drinking 500, so we amped up and we ready to talk some shit. Let's fucking get to it. And starting off, I do need to say this. I made a post that offended some people, so I need to clear this up. I posted on my personal Facebook that weed is crack. And there's a lot of questions that people want to know why is weed is crack. How is weed crack?
I didn't see that post.
Including Amy. Forgive me, Amy.
I saw that post.
I saw you was offended as well. Shout out to Richard Lee that was offended. Weed is crack now. And I'm going to just go ahead and get right into it. The reason that weed is crack is because back in the day when our uncles and older cousins would smoke that reefer, as they would call it at that time, get a little reefer in their system, they would smoke it and go on to work, smoke it, go out there and fix on the car, take the engine out, lay out there, go get them a little sip and smoke something else, and it was all good. Nah, and this don't go for all y'all weed heads out there, because I gotta show some love to the weed heads that know how to operate. This to the ones that don't know how to operate. And I know Scorp can attest. It's a lot of people that just can't operate when they smoking. People like I knew a guy that he would smoke. He said he would smoke at least 7 blunts when he first woke up in the morning.
Damn.
That's just when he got his day started. And before he even got out the bed, he didn't smoke 7 times. And every time we were hanging out, he'd say, hold on, we need to make a phone call. Let's pull over in the alleyway. We gotta wait for Big Bob to come through and bring the product. And digging through the couch, I've seen people digging through the couch trying to find enough quarters. And I've seen people and I've known people that don't pay their rent on time. They have late fees and they have notes on the door, but they don't run out of weed. I also know people that are going through the same thing Smokey went through in the 90s. They so-called think that they're a dealer, but they're just a smoker. They don't achieve shit. Most people can't even leave the house, like the meme that I shared. It said motherfuckers can't leave the house without smoking. Because everybody I know that smoke, when I say, hey, let's go here, we all get together and they say, well, hold on for a second. Everybody sit down because I need to roll up this good. Or hold on just a second. We need to chief on that leaf. This shit starting to piss me off. And I don't know if you feel this way, Scorp. Like, I don't got nothing against y'all smokers, but once again, if you can't operate, if you can't move on time, you late for everything you need to make a pit stop real quick.
Hola.
And you can't arrive to your destination, and you got to tell your destination a lie that we something going on with the car or something. We know what's going on. You had to stop and get some reefer. Speak on it, Scorp.
Man,
weed is crack. Gonna talk about it. We ain't shy up in this bitch. We finna talk this shit today. It's one of them days.
Man, to be honest with you, I know plenty of folks. I ain't gonna say motherfuckers. I know plenty of people.
We ain't Takashi. Don't worry, we ain't gonna call y'all. Say no Takashi.
I know plenty of folks right now to this day that can't even function without it. Man, it's just like they just hit a dry spell. I call them some weed junkies. That's what I call them.
They junkies.
Weed junkies.
Pun and shit. They do everything crackheads do.
Simply because, you know what I'm saying, they got to have it. I know plenty of folks to this day, more than one, they get the shit on credit.
Yeah, they staking it on credit.
Getting this shit on credit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
See, they always owe somebody. They always behind. Their phone be getting cut off. They be having a note on their door say behind on rent. But when you go in that room, you still smell that reefer. And you just wonder how you running out. I done seen people getting all kind of shit going wrong in their life. They don't know where they're going to live, but they can always spark that blunt up because they never run out. Shout out to the crackheads out there, because the weed crackheads, because if you're saying, hey, I function, I don't do that, I ain't talking to you. This ain't for you. But for all of y'all that's sitting out there and you can't function, you sitting there smoking something right now and somebody standing in the corner waiting on you, looking at their watch, look across the room. Look through that cloud of smoke and look how your friends ready to go and they waiting on your slow smoking ass.
I know. I didn't even know some folks.
Why drink?
I know some folks, they can't even eat. They gotta get high first before they eat. Before they eat, they gotta get high. I'm like, what the fuck?
You see what I'm saying? And the thing, since I don't smoke, it slowed me down. I'm like, I'm waiting on you. Come on.
On top of that, I ain't gonna lie. I used to smoke back in my day.
Back in the day.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't do nothing to me. Gave me the munchies.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't understand.
Gave me the munchies and I'm just want to chill and relax.
You didn't get high, right?
No, not really.
I don't be getting high every time I smoked it. I just was sitting there and I got a little hungry. I might have laughed a few times, but I was like, shit.
That was it.
I wanted to drink.
Yeah.
At least when I drink, I know I feel it.
But I mean, like I said, it's ridiculous how hell I ain't knew a couple people that was selling it.
Yeah.
Just like Craig.
Mm-hmm.
Selling the shit. Supposed to be selling it.
Yeah.
And they smoking it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what in the hell?
He posed a good question there, and we still trying to get to the bottom of it. I know people, like, does shit be boring? Because even if you go to a party, once upon a time, parties were lit.
Yeah.
Now when you go to the party, you arrive, it's 15 motherfuckers, a big cloud of smoke.
It's like
people with their feet up, trying to, and making phone calls saying, call them, tell them to come back.
It's just like nowadays, it's like when you go to the holiday, you having a party, everybody like segregated, divided. Because you got the drinkers on one side, you got the smokers on the other side.
Talk about it.
Then you got some that do both. They in the middle.
Yeah.
Me personally, I won't be on the drinking set. That's what I do. I drink.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to stop, but I can't.
That's the side to be on.
You know what I'm saying? I can't leave you drink alone. Y'all know the song. I can't leave it alone.
You ain't hear all them bars he just dropped on your ass?
I was drinking, and I started drinking at a young age and never stopped.
There you go. That's why we got the right sponsorship, because we doing right.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to 500 Vodka.
500 keeping us lit, and we drink 500 every time, all day. Somebody was asking these details. We won't release your name. I know you wanted to know the answer to this question. They want to know that if you in a relationship, can you tell the details of your sex to your homies? Because when you single, you gotta think about it. When you single and you know you mess around and fuck somebody, you gonna tell your homeboy, man, you know, old girl from the such and such that I met at the GameStop came through, and I went on broke off with something proper like. But then once you start liking this lady and you make her your girlfriend, can you still share these details with a friend? Or is this something that's personal to your household? We finna talk about it today.
Man, me personally, depending on who your friend is. Because, like I said, I know this off topic, but I know some people. You brought me to this.
Go ahead.
I know some people who, you know what I'm saying, that say that you've been knowing somebody for 6 months.
Alright.
6 months to a year.
Alright.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all holler, oh, y'all best friends. I didn't give you that title.
Yeah. You claimed it yourself.
You claimed it yourself. So with that being said,
I've been through this before.
Yeah, you have. And you should know who I'm talking about. But yeah. It's just crazy, man, because you gotta watch. First and foremost, you gotta watch who your friends are, regardless. Cause you know what I'm saying. Like I said, you can know somebody from 6 months to even I say 2 months to a year. I go even lower, 2 months to a year, and this whole time they saying y'all friends, and that ain't even came out your mouth. You know.
Talk about it.
So if you go back to them, that, and then how you know, first and foremost, how you know this friend ain't no going back around their mouth. You know, about going back telling everything you done told that person. You know,
something now.
Because you gotta, like I said, man, nowadays you gotta watch who you talk to, what you tell them, and all that stuff. It's a whole lot of the Kasi 6ix9ine going on, and yeah, and then it's not even that. They just go behind your back and do other stuff, you know. And I've been accused of some stuff that was not true. But I let it ride. You know what I'm saying? I let it ride because at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, I ain't ashamed. I don't regret it. Cause you know what I'm saying? Cause at the end of the day, it still is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I moved on. I don't hold no grudges on nobody. It's just like prime example. I tell you like this, prime example.
Tell that truth today.
Prime example. You know what I'm saying? I told you, if I'm like this, if I'm talking to somebody and I'm telling you about it,
yeah,
I know you ain't gonna say nothing. You'll give your opinion on the person, but other than that, it's up to me if I still want to talk to that person or not.
Do as you please.
Yeah, you do as you please. You know what I'm saying? I don't get mad because of your opinion, stuff like that. If you say something I don't like, I'm not gonna jump on you, beat you up, and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do that. But if it turns out to be a good scenario and we done been down this road before, you know, I done told you about this woman I was talking to and stuff like that, and some shit that went down on my end, you know what I'm saying? And she was there to hold down for me, you know what I'm saying? stuff like that. And we took it on as being a couple, you know, and nowadays we not. She moved on, I moved on. So it is what it is.
You graduated to something else.
You know, it is, like I said, it is.
So you can tell these details now?
Yeah. I mean, I gotta give an example. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to this chick, this woman, I ain't gonna say chick, this woman. And
I like the term chick.
I'm gonna say woman. And I got my car towed. I'll put it like that. I got my car towed. And
to the best of us.
Yeah, and we was all trying to figure out what to do. One saying I'm calling taxi, the other one saying call an Uber. I ain't say nothing. I just
say set the car on fire.
I just grabbed my phone, my cellular device, and just made a phone call. And I said, "Look, I got us."
You felt like Jim Madden.
I got us. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't gotta buy no taxi cab or get no Uber driver. We just all put in the gas tank that the person is coming picking us up.
Texas Hammer can't do.
That's what it is, and you know what I'm saying? And later on that same, like I said, like a couple months later, you know what I'm saying? Me and her wind up together. Stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? She held it down for me.
And did you share the details of what happened?
What you mean?
In that nighttime hour?
Oh, that morning hour.
Yeah.
That was the morning hour. The way hours of the morning.
Yeah. Did you share those details?
Yeah, I shared them.
I think you can share. But I think you can share. Do what I do. When I'm just talking to somebody, I might give more details. Like we just talking.
Yeah.
I might be like, man, she turned a backflip, slurped on it, did this, did that. And then, you know, we might sit around as gentlemen and chuckle to one another. Once it becomes serious, because we don't want to put these details of our woman that we care and adore in the streets. Now, I will say this. Can we still talk about the sex? Yeah. The details will change. I'll just be like, yeah, last night was a great night. We really got it in. And it'll be that. Whereas in the past, I may say, let me tell you, it was a leopard thong and etc. But you have to leave them details out, because now that you don't want people to have this picture of your girlfriend. I tell you this example. A dude I know, he told me, I want to show you a picture of some naked women, of a naked woman. And he opened his phone. We do this all the time. Women send us nudes. We share it with our homeboys, just like y'all women share it with y'all homegirls when we send our Peter out. The guy showed me this girl, and he was like, "She bad, right?" I was like, "Yeah, she's straight." And then he first was just her. Then it got to another picture. She was naked. Then it got to another picture. She was laying on a bed with nut all over her face.
What the hell?
Nut all over her stomach and stuff. And then he was like, "I did that." And I was like, "Good job. You're a positive man." And then I was like, "Where you know her from?" And he was like, "This is my girlfriend." So I immediately pushed the phone back. I was like, "Whoa." I thought it was just some random chick, you know. This man told me, "No, I live with her. We've been together for 2 years. We in a full-blown relationship with my girlfriend." Now, granted, there was a white man. Now, would you go this far?
I'm done.
Or is this a little too much?
That's a little too much, dog. I mean, that's one thing you don't do.
You don't say, "Look at my girlfriend."
You don't show your girlfriend, man. That's a no-no. That's in the handbook.
If it's a skeezer, you know.
Yeah. If it's somebody else that you just fucking, yeah. But if it's a girl, man, you don't do this shit, dog.
I can't picture myself.
That's disrespectful.
I can't picture myself telling my homeboys, "Look at my girl. She naked. Check this out. Look her ass." Like, this dude was real. Like, he was all about it. And I couldn't believe it. And I felt bad for the comments I made, because he was just showing me, and I automatically assumed it can't be nobody he takes serious. Otherwise, he wouldn't be showing me this. So he's like, "What you think about her?" I'm like, "Man, she's super straight. She bad." Then he fuck around and tell me, "I love her. This is my girlfriend." Now I've got to run. I'm sitting here looking crazy in the face. What the fuck is going on? Scorp, I'm going to go as far to say this. It can't be me. It looked like it can't be you. Now, okay, would you do this, though? If you no longer with that person, then can you show the naked pictures after y'all break up? I'm trying.
I never did that before.
And I don't think I done that. I think I got a little bit
Never
class.
did that shit.
Yeah, but when we break up, cause I'm thinking like this: if we break up,
I can't speak for them.
Yeah, you know they did it.
I can't speak for them. But me personally, nah, I don't do that.
You know they did. Cause my thing is this: if I show all my homeboys, all my ex-girl naked pictures, then we fuck around and get right back together, I'ma always know you saw the titties that I adore, the booty that I adore.
That's all every time.
You seen it. And every time when she walk by, they don't think I seen this before. Mm-hmm. The lemons. I don't want to show the lemons. That's private business.
Private property.
Yeah, can't put the private part. That's trespassing on all that shit. But now, I was sitting back one day with my legs crossed, and I looked across the bed, and I needed some advice. I need to ask Scorpio about this. I know how I handle it. Women try to say us men that we be on our phone all the time. They try to say that we be on the phone like we be on the phone more than they do.
You trying to get me in trouble.
They want to watch TV and they like, you on the phone. Let's focus on the movie or the show. But we know, and everybody that listen, don't y'all lie. If you're a female, don't you lie either. Women worse than us men when it comes to this. Scorp, in your household, how you get her to put that phone down?
Oh, I really don't.
I might learn something. You might learn something too. Like when you
because this me. I'm on, like you said, when I'm on my phone, it's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem. 9 times out of 10, I'm on my phone. I'm looking some stuff up. I'm in the Velvet Vibes podcast. I might be on Snap. Never know.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't be on the phone. But who be on the phone the most?
She do.
She do.
But she won't admit that. I bet still to this day, I bet your girl, and while she listening to this right now, I bet she feel like you be on the phone more than she do.
She be on more than me because while I'm asleep, she on the phone.
I challenge you to do this. Every time she be on the phone, don't say a word. Look at the clock. Write the time down. When she put it down, write the time down.
Oh, don't let.
Show her the log.
Don't let it be. I'm getting a text message or something. Oh, somebody blowing you up. Somebody blowing you hot now. Somebody blowing you up. But then when her be going on, I be saying the same thing. I'm like, I wonder who that is blowing you up over here.
You be giving her that same fucking energy.
I be giving her that same energy.
She need that energy because they gonna keep doing it. I know with my gal, like she do the same thing. She be on it all the time. But when we finna watch a movie or a show or something, I'll glance over to my left and I see her on it. And sometimes she gets in it so much that she'll sit up in the bed. Sometimes she'll lay on her back and look at it. But sometimes she'll sit up on her fanny and she'll be humped over looking at her phone. And then this would get me. I say something to her, she won't even respond. I say, hey, I'm finna make me some eggs and bacon. You want some? This the response.
Nothing.
Silence. I say, hey, I'm finna make some eggs and bacon. You want some? Silence. I get out the bed. I go make me some eggs and bacon. I sit down. With mine it. I'm like, I asked you, did you want some? You didn't ask me that. You just got up out the bed and did it. I'm like, I asked you 2 or 3 times.
But notice this. What you just said.
Talk about it.
But when we do this, oh, it's a problem.
Oh, you gotta respond to them.
You gotta respond. They'll throw their hand all in your face, covering up the phone, and all this. Make sure you get their attention.
Yeah.
It's a problem when we do that.
Yeah. We learned it from them, hell.
Exactly. Or they just call your name, you just sitting there looking at them. Don't respond.
Yeah.
They just waiting on you to say something. I'm looking at you. Say what you want.
What you want?
What you got to say?
What you want, what you need.
That shit right there, that irks me.
Man, I promise it be so many times that I do that, or I get up and I go to the bathroom or something. Or I get up and I say, hey, we eating already. We might have the food already. I get up and I be like, you need a napkin? I'm finna give me a napkin. Nothing. So, hey, you want one? You need some more fries? Nothing. I give me some more fries. I come back. Is some more fries in there? All I get was, I ate them all. You ain't offer me none? You on the phone. If you pay attention, you'll know these things. So, but my tactic, what I be doing, I learned from Looney Tunes.
Oh, Lord.
When I was a young man, they used to use this phrase all the time on Looney Tunes. If you can't beat them, join them.
Oh, hell.
So sometimes, a lot of times, to be honest though, I know we griping. I really don't care that she be on the phone. Cause a lot of times we don't be doing that too serious like that. I really don't care unless we watching a movie. Like if we watching a movie or a show we into, then I'm like kind of like put the phone down because you gonna be looking at me. What happened? What'd she say? He said what? They killed him? I'm like, you have to watch the film to understand this.
That's just like me personally. I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
But if it's something like we both want to watch, I don't even have my phone. My phone be on the charge, even though it don't need to be charged.
You ain't gonna pay no attention with your phone.
Exactly. Mine be away from me. Yeah. It'll be right there,
right by her,
right by her.
Charging on her leg.
It don't even be on the charge. It just be right there on the little stand.
Yeah, nearby. She'll reach for it every few
seconds.
Yeah. I know.
And then she was like, cause she'll like stop the show. Rewind it. I missed it. What happened? You were paying attention.
Exactly.
You were paying attention.
And see, that's why I got a problem with it. Cause I'll be like, dang, like, I want you to understand it. And then sometimes if I don't understand it, I can't explain it to you. Cause I'm trying to get it myself. So I'm trying to put the puzzle together. So what my technique is, if you can't beat them, join them. I get my phone. She'll be on hers. We'll be 30 minutes in the movie. She'll be like, we ain't watching this movie. What happened? I'm like, I don't know. All I know is Facebook, just like you. Then she'll put her phone down. I'll put my phone down. And then we'll actually function and watch the shit.
Yeah.
So if you can't beat them, join them works. Or sometimes I sit there without my phone and I had the movie pause and I just be looking her upside the head.
I don't do that, man.
Till about 3 minutes pass till it feel awkward until she be like, what? I'm like, I'm just waiting on you.
Halftime,
to be finished.
Halftime, what I used to do is they be on their phone. I just cut the whole shit off, just start watching something.
Oh, I done did that too. Yeah, you just
why you cut it off? you ain't even watching it. You on your phone. Then if I kept it going, you be asking questions. What happened? What happened? Why did this person die? Why did this person do it? You were paying attention.
You had that problem.
And then another thing, this is what I don't like either. And I know all majority of women do this because I done seen 99.9%. I'm bringing this shit back.
Yeah, bring it back.
99.9% women, all women do this shit. And it's don't be lying either when you hear this episode. But yeah. They be on their phone. We be on our phone and we not at ours. All they think we up to something.
If you ain't in your phone?
No, I'm saying we on our phone and we not at ours. They think we up to something. They think we texting some other bitch is what they always say. Yeah, y'all be saying.
Say it again for her.
Other bitch. And all that type of tactics and stuff. And then when they be in the we not at hour on their phone, oh, it's okay. Cause they hit you with this line right here. You doing it what I can't do.
Oh yes. Oh yes indeed. And what they really don't know.
Really?
We only be on the shit cause they on it. If you ain't on it, then I'll put the shit down. We can make it even across the board and make sure everybody paying attention. everybody catching the episode or the show or the movie or whatever, and then we on the same page.
It's just like my girl. She be I go to work. I have to be work early. I log on Facebook. I get on her active 5 hours ago. Then she text me in the middle of the day. I'm so tired. Well, you stay your ass off the phone on Facebook. You won't be tired. Go to bed at night.
They be killing me too. If you wake up, sometimes you wake up. I done woke up at 3 in the morning, and if I glance, I look too. And once I glance at it, it say active 30 minutes ago. I'm like, I know you ain't getting no kind of sleep. Cause it's 3 in the morning. I just went to the bathroom and said you were active 30 minutes ago. Yeah, you might be knocked out now, but what time you went to sleep?
That's it.
Damn phone.
It's just, to me nowadays, I'm telling you, dog, it's a war zone going on with these phones. Especially when you're in a relationship, it's a war zone going on.
Shit.
They be more FBI agents than we do.
Oh, man.
What?
You preaching now. That's why, you finna make me bring up something that I wanted to get to anyway. Because the listeners need to know this. Should your woman have your passwords? Password to your device and password to your social media.
I done been through this shit in every motherfucking
Is that a healthy decision?
I done been through that shit in so many damn episodes. I mean, not episodes, but relationships.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I even had my previous relationship. No, this the line I really hate. With a passion.
Talk about it.
Cause 99.9%, yes, I'm bringing it back again.
Yeah.
99.9% of all women say this line right here.
I want to hear it.
This line ticks me off every single time. If you love me, you'll let me see your phone.
Oh, wow.
What that got to do with anything? What love got to do with this?
That's what they say what the love is?
Yeah. What love got to do with you seeing my phone?
Apparently that's what... See, it's just like when people say, if you love me, you'll post me. If you love me, you'll
I
get
done
the
been through
password.
that shit too.
My thing is this with the password. I don't really care. You could have the password to Facebook, Instagram. I done already been down that road.
I done been down too.
And I done already been down the road where I had issue. I ain't got no issue no more. You see it now. All you're going to see is what y'all hearing right now. Velvet Vibes work. Velvet Vibes issues. Velvet Vibes podcast group. Merch and etc. That's how we rocking every day. But my thing is, so I really don't care if you have it. Do you need to have it? Nah, you shouldn't have to. Just like you shouldn't have, we discussed this before, have to look to nobody's phone. Like I always say, if you feel you need to, then you probably don't need to be with the person. So
Go ahead. My issue with that, and I'm a living testimony to this.
A living testimony.
If they gotta go through your phone, they're obviously apparently doing something also. They ain't got no business doing.
They need validation.
They want to catch your ass before their ass get caught.
Yeah.
That's how I see it with going through the phone situation.
You just load up the clip.
And y'all can lie and say, y'all, that ain't true. I done been there, done that, and I got 6 t-shirts to prove it.
Woo! Woo! You heard it.
Can I get a witness?
You can get an amen too, and a witness. So here go my thing though. Like, and I don't want my girl password. Like, and it's not like I don't want it so you don't get mine. I just don't want it. I don't feel the need. Like, once again, I think I have the same energy for myself. If I start feeling like, man, something going on, I feel like something funny, then at that moment we got a problem. I ain't gotta go home around looking like Sherlock Holmes with the 2 hats on, hat on the front and hat on the back, straight out of lids with the magnifying glass, with a long trench coat. I ain't gotta do that. I don't gotta be looking at location history, search history. We don't got that problem. I'm good.
I don't have my phone looked at while I was asleep, while I'm in the shower.
Motherfuckers be taking people's fingers and doing the password.
While I'm in the stove, while I'm taking a shit. I don't have my phone look. I can just step outside for 5 minutes. My phone being checked. I gotta know.
You better check the mail and it got checked that quick.
Yeah, that quick.
Yeah.
That quick.
They probably want to finish. You fucked it up for coming back.
So, me personally, And this is what I used to do. I did a couple of times before. But I went to there and get in the shower. Because you know women, they take about 2-hour showers and shit.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah, because they be on their phone in the shower.
Yeah, they're going there.
No, let me rephrase it. They don't be on the phone in the shower. They be on the phone for about 30 minutes before they even get in the shower.
Yeah, they had that water running.
They just had the water running. We ain't stupid, y'all.
Yo, no, we ain't stupid.
Ain't stupid. I know what's going on. I be seeing you active while you in the shower. Then you come out an hour later. And I know the shower was probably 15 minutes. The rest of the time you were sitting on the toilet with you weren't shitting up in. You just sitting there using the phone. Go ahead, Scoop.
I don't have no.
And I do it too if you want to call me out.
Yeah, I do it too. And then with that, sometimes they'll leave their phone out there just to test the water.
See if you gonna do it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I done did.
Oh my gosh.
Did and took my little screenshots like they be doing too. So if they want to bring up shit, I can bring up my receipts too.
Email it to yourself.
Hell.
Look, somebody listening about to go home and clear their messages out.
Y'all ain't slick.
Look, we know what the fuck going on. This the thing. People think that dudes is crazy because we may not respond. We may not seem like we know everything. Y'all think we slow. Y'all think we ain't hip. We know what the fuck going on. We just don't react like y'all do. Because a woman, like we said before, a woman gonna address you right off the bat. Yeah. We might sit on that shit and we might bring it up a few months later.
We're gonna sit on it and collect more evidence. That's what we do. That's exactly what we do. We collect more evidence.
Yeah.
So if you bring the shit up again, hey, we got some more shit on y'all ass. From the time it started until the time it ended.
Yeah, exactly. We got we got a damn scroll on that shit. What is the worst thing?
Well, we gonna have some hatred.
Yeah, damn, so we finna piss somebody off. Check this out.
Well, we gonna have some hatred when that episode comes out.
Everybody been talking about that court case, you know. You saw the...
I heard on the Breakfast Club. I heard what you're talking about.
And we gonna get into that a little bit later. So first, I want to know what's the worst thing you forgave somebody for? Old buddy said he forgave the woman for killing his brother. He got up. He gave her a hug. The judge gave her a hug. Yeah, what's the worst thing you forgave somebody for that you can't believe that you forgave them or that you let it ride?
Man, I don't even know where to start.
You know what? We ain't got enough people to keep switching up the tempo, but I switched the tempo up. When I was, as the Lion King would say, when I was a young warthog. I didn't know I wouldn't say I didn't know no better, but I didn't have my nuts hadn't dropped like they drop now. And I remember just how, and a lot of us been through it, everybody ain't been through it, being that my baby mama was known for being in the twerk contest and the wet t-shirt contest and being a skeezer in the streets. Oh, hey. I remember one night when a young father like me was sitting up late at night, keeping my offspring, singing I Am a Living Testimony, patting them on the back, singing Love and Happiness by Al Green. These songs help him go to sleep. Love and happiness. And make you do wrong. Make you do right. The baby mama come home very late. And I don't know if I ever shared this story, but this how candid. I'm going to be straight up with y'all. The same thing Scorp said he been through, I've been through it, but it was a little strange. My baby mama came home at the hours past her curfew. I said, yes, you can go to the club, which I probably shouldn't have since she was, as a Pimp C would say, a top-notch whore. Fuck for $40 in the club. So she goes and she comes home from the club and I flip on the lights and I look at her neck and I notice some.
I think I heard this too.
Some intriguing things that we call hickeys on her neck.
They don't call them hickeys no more.
What do they call them now?
They call them vampires.
Vampires?
Yeah, vampires been on your neck.
The vampire.
Yeah.
I've been out the game.
Mosquito bites.
Yeah. I call them peanut trees. The peanut tree was on her neck. And I asked her, what the fuck is going on here? And I was told, this is what I was told. And some of y'all may have heard this story before. It wasn't me. It wasn't my fault. I ran into my ex and they were just holding me down. They wouldn't let me go. Well, that's a word for that. It's called rape. Nobody was holding you down. It's called molesting. Harassment. But no, it wasn't no case. You was engaging in this. So I already knew what the fuck was going on. And next thing you know, the next day, she calls the person who did it. And she says, I'll tell you the truth. It was a friend of yours. So my, air quotes, friend and coworker comes over. Another young lady that I didn't think was gonna come in and try to do the Cobra strike in my household. So then my baby mama looks at me in the eye and says, she don't have no home. She live in a ditch. I said, hold on, you let a ditch woman give you hickeys? She said, yes. She said, I want to know, can you let her move in here with us?
Carry on.
At this moment, me being a gentleman and a man of class, I did know that the relationship was over, so no, I wasn't a fool and tried to stay. I went under the cabinet and I found not a glad bag, but a hefty bag with the drawstrings. I made sure to put all my clothing in that bag. I went and got me another hefty bag, and I made sure to put all my video games in that bag. And then I looked her in the eye and I said, drop me off at Mama's house. And I popped back up at Mama's house with garbage bags in the back seat. The head mama in charge. And when I walk in the door, she know what was going on. But the moral of the story is, I probably was a fool for ever even speaking with her. And I know this is the mother of my child, so we have to speak at some point. But I think we kind of still talked here and there. We weren't still trying to be together, but now I look back and I'm like, did I forgive this shit? But the fact that I brought it up, I didn't forgive, and I didn't forget. But moving on, because we know how I got when I started thinking about that Renee episode. If you remember that episode, the samurai episode.
Yeah,
if y'all need to go back.
That's when we had Mr. DeMarcus.
Yeah,
on the episode.
We need to holler at Mr. DeMarcus. Go ahead and tell us. What did you? Can't believe you might have let slide. I should have took a note out the left eye book and set the house on fire.
What? So you wasn't waiting till you tell on that episode.
Yeah.
That's what they have. But oh man, it's so much. My last relationship I was in, you know, all the bullshit, all the accusing, me doing shit that I wasn't doing, stuff like that, with the ex-wife, same thing, accusing stuff that I wasn't doing. Relationship before that, getting accusing of some shit that I wasn't doing. I mean, I just let all that go, man, because at the end of the day, you got to forgive. You know, I know I ain't gonna lie to you, it's hard than a motherfucker.
You see it's on there?
Yeah, it's hard than a motherfucker. But if you don't, man, like I always tell people, and I told you too, man, with certain situations, man, that's going on, and you know it, that's been going on in my lifestyle, my life, man. All the stuff, like I said, all the stuff that's been going on, all the bullshit and everything, and like I said, I wash my hands with it because at the end of the day, I ain't trying to lose no sleep over this shit.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to, you know, stop my money from flowing and all this shit, or the hustle and the grind that I'm doing. I don't let all that stop me, because at the end of the day, it's always a blessing that's gonna come.
Change.
You know, a change is gonna come. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord.
You might want to say that again right there.
Oh Lord.
You can feel what?
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
That was a touching moment right there.
Boy. Well, like I said, man, we just having fun on this 500 vodka. Shout out to 500 vodka, man. I'm still waiting on that round table with y'all.
Yeah.
What's up?
They reach out, got
Well, yeah. Man, if you don't forgive, like, I understand where he coming from because he turned the other cheek. And I know a lot of folks probably got mad at him for what he did. But, like he said, he prayed about it and everything. And that's about probably what he was told to do by God. You know, just forgive her. You know what I'm saying? For what she had. Because I have seen this on a lot of Tyler Perry plays and everything. It's good to forgive, but not to forget. I think I need to say that one more time.
Well, see,
it's good to forgive, but not to forget.
Well, that lead me to a question. Do you feel like, I heard somebody saying this, shout out to Ebro and Hot 97. They were saying when people say, if you say I forgive, but I don't forget, are you really forgiven?
That's a good question.
That's a good question, because if somebody tell you that, and I know, of course, not saying you're going to forget it like you won't remember it, but the fact that you making that announcement like, I forgive you, but I don't forget, it kind of make me feel like, so in other words, you don't forgive.
But I can tell you this though. 99.9% of all women do this.
Drop that number again.
99.9% of all women do this. They forgive, but they damn sure don't forget. Talk about it.
You know what?
They gonna hate me on this episode. Y'all can hit me up at ScorpionKing3305@gmail.com if y'all got some words for me. Or you can hit me up at the hotline. What's the hotline number?
210-580-4326. You just reminded me of something.
Hey, Sharon.
You currently live on Velvet Vibes podcast.
Who that is?
What you doing? What y'all talking about now?
Oh, that's the hell mama in charge.
Yeah, she got her on the line. I just had a quick question. The Scorpion King brought up a topic here. He said 99%, 99.9. It reminded me of a gospel song. What's that song? How it go? It's a 99.5 won't do.
Lord, I'm running, trying to make 100. 99.5 won't do.
Tell us that one more time. I gotta make it clear for everybody.
Lord, I'm running, trying to make 100. 99.5 won't do.
We thank you for your time. We'll talk to you later.
Shout out to the head mama in charge. You know what I'm saying? The head mama in charge.
Oh, man. So that right there just to let us know what this episode about 99.5 won't do. So we're 99.9. So you right there. So she proved our point. Mm-hmm. And we even was telling that to Jesus. So that must got...
Yeah. The episode gonna be called 99.9%.
Yeah. They gonna find out why. But
by yours truly, Scope Hunter.
He just sealed the deal for y'all. Now, speaking of forgiveness, we gotta make sure to touch on this topic about the Amber Guyger case with the rest in peace, of course, to Botham Jean.
Yeah.
If you haven't been following the case, just to go over it, I'm sure you have. Amber Jean, air quotes, says she comes home and goes into the air quotes wrong apartment, thinking it's her apartment. She noticed that there's a gentleman in her household, and she shoots and kills this gentleman. This white police cop, she was a cop, she kills the gentleman, and she makes the statement that she was unaware. My thing is this, I don't think I have to go into the details of this. Anybody ever went to Walmart and you ever went to a car that looked like yours? Y'all raise your hand. I know I can't see you. Raise your hand. Now, did you notice the car wasn't yours and did you leave? Or did you get in the car, sit down, buckle your seatbelt, crank the car up, try to crank the car up, eat the chips, get the change, look through the change? Or did you quickly realize this ain't my car and go about your business? You don't have to answer that because I can't hear you. But if you could look at your neighbor, if you listening to this with some people, ask them did they do the same thing. Okay, I give y'all a second. I'm sure they let you know that yes, they have approached the vehicle and they said, whoa, this ain't mine. They didn't get all the way in the vehicle. They noticed it quickly. Same energy for a house. If you go to an apartment that you think is yours, which I seriously doubt you would do that, I think if you open the door, just you crossing the line right off the bat, you would look and say, hey, this ain't my house, and then you would step out. That would be it. You don't go all the way in and say, hey, I feel threatened. I see furniture that doesn't belong to me. This place seems set up different, but I'm going to go ahead and kill the person in here. So we know why that took place. We know what you did. We know why you did it. The hug that went viral after this lady, Amber Guyger, was sentenced to 10 years in prison, which is definitely light, because she's probably not going to serve the full 10. It'll probably end up being 5 or something less than 10, definitely, especially if good behavior comes in place. And I did hear that a retrial may be possible. Now, I'm not your legal advisor here, but I will say, if a retrial is possible here in the state of Texas under these terms, the interesting thing is the key witness of the case, who said he's actually the one that sealed the deal and was able to give them the information they needed to convict her, is because she said she walked into the apartment and she said, hey, put your hands up, what's going on in here? He said he did not hear that. He heard 2 people yelling and arguing, and then he heard 2 shots fired. They asked him, did you hear her saying, put your hands in the air? He said, no. I don't know what she said, but it wasn't that. Now, this man has come up dead. I need a moment of silence. Not only because we got to definitely give him a rest in peace. Named Joshua Brown, age 28, I think. He came home from work or wherever he was coming home from, got out of his vehicle, and he was shot and killed. Nobody knows who did it. At this point that we're recording, I'm sure that could change by the time we release the episode, but as of now, nobody knows anything. Now, the reason I bring this up, there's a conspiracy going on that no wonder the guy hugged her in court and the judge is rubbing her hair and everything like that. Maybe being that she was a police, maybe she had enough pull that they have all been threatened. You hear this, Scorp? They've been threatened. I feel this makes sense. They might have been threatened that something was going to happen to them, so they're going around with this whole I forgive you, I love you, and I could be wrong. This is conspiracy, but it does make sense. And you know, the guy even went as far as to say, I don't want her to go to jail. I want to see her walk free from this. And that's alarming. But it's even more alarming when the key witness that brought forth the testimony for us to go ahead and prosecute and convict has come up dead. Scorp, do you have any feedback on this? Well, talk that conspiracy. What this sound like to you?
I have
right.
I have seen that the eyewitness, he came up dead, shot and killed. It was in Dallas. He was in Dallas. Yeah, he was in Dallas when he came up. They said he was got found, shot, and killed. And from what I was heard about it, I don't know the full details on it because I wasn't there. Mm-hmm. But you know, like I said, I always listen to the Breakfast Club, and they were saying that. She was getting off work, if I'm not mistaken. She was getting off work. She had a long shift, and she noticed that a door was been open, and she thought it was her apartment. And the dude that was sitting on the couch, you know, watching TV, and they said she just opened fire. And then I heard another story saying that she was on her phone.
Oh yeah, you brought up a good point.
Yeah, she was on her phone, and then she seen the door open and she thought it was her apartment. Saw him sitting on the couch watching TV. And open fire.
You know, the guy Joshua Brown that came up dead. They asked him. I watched his full testimony.
Yeah.
And they said, because I wanted to make sure I had a pretty decent understanding of this. Yes, VVP, we do try to get the details for y'all. When he took the stand, he stated that when they asked him, okay, you heard the shots rang off, then what did you do? He said he scurried to his apartment, and he said he was peeking out the peephole of his apartment and trying to see what was going on outside. And he could see the woman standing outside messing around with her phone. Uh-huh. He said he said first she was talking on the phone, and then she was messing around with her phone. They did admit that they found out she was deleting some text messages, which is highly, highly, highly alarming. Highly, highly, highly alarming, people. What text messages do you need to delete after you kill somebody?
Yeah, I heard that also.
I think she deleted a couple of phone calls. Of course, they can pull these phone logs and text messages even though you deleted them. Everything is living in a cloud these days. You know how that goes? I think that's very alarming. I got a feeling that now that they're saying that a retrial may be possible, I don't know how long that would be. She probably would have to serve a while before that would happen. But if so, I would not be shocked if she gets right out, because he can't rebuttal. They may come up with some strong points that the guy can't even rebuttal. He can't rebut this because now he's no longer with us after this bullshit. Not to mention, they said he was afraid to testify anyway, that he had made a couple of posts about it. He actually was crying on the stand, and I'm sure he could have been crying because, you know, this is a traumatic incident. Or was he crying because he was afraid of something? He looked afraid while he was testifying. He was looking around and he was seeming nervous. The judge told him on multiple occasions, speak louder, we can't hear you. He was kind of just mumbling everything. So, all I'm saying is, it's a dirty world. It's a dirty world out here. I see a lot of people making a lot of shares and sharing this and talking about it. And then slavery's coming up again. They're going as far as to call the guy a coon and all this other stuff. I wouldn't go down that road because the people that we do have that may be riding or have some kind of understanding, let's not alienate those people that do want to stand with us. People are aware of that this is bullshit and it's bogus. So let's be very mindful of that. I will say that I know that Facebook does try to silence people that speak the truth, because I'm not mad at y'all for talking the truth, because a lot of this shit that y'all are talking is facts. So I ain't mad at facts. If it's facts, I ain't talking to you. But if you're just talking about walking outside and kicking white people in the nuts and all this other crap that I've been seeing, like, y'all, that's a little bit much. Let's focus on the actual oppressor and the actual problem, and not just kicking random white people in the penis. Did you have any more details on this, Score?
Oh man,
because this is some.
I mean, with for some text messages, I was told that this what I wasn't told. I heard. I don't know how true this is. Like you said, it's so much stuff going on that she was. I did hear that about deleting the text message, but they were saying she was deleting text message from another officer that she was involved with. Yeah, she was involved with. Yeah.
He might have put her up to it. That sounds kind of interesting. I didn't think of that.
But yeah, from what I was told, stop saying told, but what I was heard that she supposed to do. She got 10 years. At first, it was life. She supposed to do life. Then it changed from life to 10 years. She got 10 years. And now that 10, she only supposed to do 5.
See, that's what I'm saying. She gonna automatically have. She ain't gonna serve that full term.
No, she's not. She supposed to do 5 in pen, and the rest of the 5 outside of the pen. And then it's kind of sketchy because I think, from what I'm not mistaken, the family didn't like that. The other family members didn't like that. You know that I don't know. From what I'm not mistaken, also is the other family members didn't like what the brother did also.
And see, that's what I'm glad you had that information. That's what I wondered, because I saw his dad said he commends him for doing that.
Yeah.
But I wonder what the rest of the family thought about it.
Because he said he can't speak for the other family members, but he can only speak for himself. Yeah. You know, and he forgave her for what she did and all that stuff, and he hugged her. And then he seen that the bailiff was rubbing her hair and putting her hair up and all that type of stuff. Then after that, then I seen another picture where the judge hugged her. So
it's bogus as well.
I'm pretty sure from that, from the bailiff to the judge, in my mind, I kind of feel like they knew her. You know, they knew her. She an officer. They knew her, and then they kind of felt sorry for her because she going behind them walk that 6x9, as my daddy would say, that 6x9 jail cell.
You know.
Yeah.
You know the funny thing about that too is she probably was what air quotes what would be seen to be a nice cop, one of the good cops and everything else. The guy she was fucking with, he might have been the one that was a real piece of shit. And that's why they're probably like, oh, she would never do this. Because you know, every time shit pop off, it always be somebody and they always be like, no, I grew up with them. They would never do this. It must have been something else. That's why you out here deleting text messages. Because the motherfucker that probably said, go do this, he probably a real scumbag. You just fucking around with scumbags and you trying to live that scumbag life. And now you going into the pen and you ain't about that life and you ain't going to survive because you know it's going to be hell. They might put her in, I don't know if that detail been released, but they might like put her in a hole or something or elsewhere because I can't even see them putting her in general population, which they should. Go in there and you know, have that same energy and see what happens. You know they're going to put the pause on her. Which they should.
She cut. And then ain't no telling how many people she done put in that same jail cell.
Oh shit, I ain't thinking about that. She might see some familiar faces when she walk in there.
Exactly.
Somebody she cuffed. Somebody that they in there because of her. Oh yeah, she finna get the TLC match and the hardcore Iron Man match, last man standing. Hell in a Cell. It's definitely gonna be Hell in a Cell.
She finna get the whole 9 yards.
Shit. You know what? Definitely condolences out to the family for Botham Jean. Condolences to the family of Joshua Brown. This is definitely a whole lot of bullshit.
Sure.
A whole lot of bullshit. Not to mention, one thing we didn't mention, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Am I correct?
Correct. And then it's also Bullying Awareness Month or something like that.
If you
Bullying Month.
Yeah, let me go and make sure I got this.
Let me snap.
Yes, Breast Cancer Month.
Yes, Breast Cancer. Bullying Prevention Month.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's what it is. And I want to say it's also Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
I'm looking at that right now.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot going on in October.
You know what? This might be about the time when we did our awareness month last year.
Yeah. This time last year.
Just about our second annual time.
Domestic violence awareness. Yeah.
If you're in a domestic violence situation, if you've been through it, definitely prayers out to you, heart go out to you. You survived it, and hopefully you never get in that situation again. Don't try to get back with the person. Hopefully you don't get with nobody else that's doing those same things. Shout out to anybody that survived breast cancer. Shout out to anybody that's currently fighting breast cancer. You can make it.
I know one breast cancer survivor right now. And you know it too. Yep. My boy Golden Nut sister.
Shout out.
She's holding it down. She's a breast cancer survivor. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her, man. I don't know. I know we talk a lot of shit about stuff that goes on, and we talk a lot of shit about women, but
talking our truth.
But this on a serious note, and I've heard this also. Men can get breast cancer. I don't know how true that is, but you know what I'm saying. Women,
not common but possible.
Go get checked. You know, go get your annual breast cancer checked and stuff like that. Cause you know it's serious out here.
Dangerous, man.
It's real serious, and you know what I'm saying. We got mothers out here. You know what I'm saying. Mothers, single mothers. It really don't even matter. Just go get checked. You know, and like Velvet said, if you going through some domestic violence and stuff like that, I know plenty of people who went through it. I'm pretty sure Velvet known plenty of people been through it. I even pretty sure Lynneopoly been known some people.
I think that's the type of cancer that got my grandma too. Breast cancer.
Yes. Yeah. But these two, and also I can say this also with the other one. What was it? Bullying. I know plenty of people that been bullied, you know, from growing up and stuff like that. But you know, I already know people that's been bullied so much and they even took their own life. Mm-hmm. You know, but on a serious note, this is real serious. Women and men, we should all go and, you know what I'm saying, get checked for breast cancer and all this stuff and stuff like that. Domestic violence is real serious. If you in a domestic violence situation, get out of it as quick as possible. Go get help. If you in the Velvet Vibes group and you in a domestic violence situation, reach out to somebody.
Amen.
We here for you. You know what I'm saying?
And if you don't know who to reach out to us. You can hit us at 210-580-4326. I guarantee you I can get you in contact with who you need to be in contact with.
Exactly.
In situations like that. Even if you're not in Texas, I can get that information to you for what you would need to do, what website in your local area, what phone numbers to call. You can send us an email at 100%velvet@gmail.com. Anything else from Scorp?
Man, it's just a serious note. I know we're getting real serious right now. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I said, man, if y'all need help, Velvet Vibes here for you. You know what I'm saying? Velvet here for you. Lynneopoly here for you. I'm ScorpionKing is here for you. You know what I'm saying? You just need somebody to reach out to and talk to about any of the things we just talked about: breast cancer, domestic violence, or you being bullied and stuff like that, man.
Or your girl bullying you and looking through your phone.
Or you
even it.
If you got kids that's being bullied in school, because I know that's a lot been going on too here lately. Yep. Also, man, get help. You know what I'm saying? Get help ASAP.
How can they get a hold of you?
You can reach me at ScorpionKing3305@gmail.com.
Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place. Baby.
No, we finna heal the world. Like Michael Jackson used to say, heal the world and make it a better place.
Yeah, there you go. Alright, it's Busy Bone who once said, we losing this world we love, and it looks like the sitting and rolling. Now I'm reaching high up above. Lord, let your blessing be here. Let's change the world. We gotta change it for our daddies, and we gotta change it for our
mama.
We out, biatch.